Hello, I'm Richard Hooper, and this is SatTV. Now, I'm pleased to be joined by David Liddle, Chief Commercial Officer of RevGo. Hi, David. Good to see you.
Yeah, good morning, Richard. Pleasure to be here.
Now, tell me a little bit more about RevGo, its background as a company.
Yeah, RevGo is a really interesting story, actually. And we like to say it's probably the best RF company you've never heard of. And we've been trying to change that from a messaging. But the company really was started through a company called Wave Labs back in 2002. And they specialized in Ka band transceivers for the cellular mobile marketplace. And pretty much every mobile operator in the world utilizes that product in some form or fashion. About 2010, they were approached by several of the larger RF companies that asked them to white label for them products. And they did so. And in some cases, they continued to do that. One of the companies, it was really featured on the lower powered Ka band buck scenario. And as that uh, ended up, they moved away from that. They went to only higher power. The company decided in 2016 really to launch their own commercial entity, which was RevGo Global, and really kickstarted it in 2017. So they just really started getting out to the market. It has some great technology, but really didn't have a whole lot of sales and marketing or branding experience. And I was brought on in 2020 to help do that. And now it's nice when I call someone that they go, oh, yeah, not only have we heard of you, we've seen it on our customer's antenna or somebody else using it, and we hear great things about the technology. So that's really the background of the company, headquartered in Reston, Virginia, with another facility in Houston, Texas area, Richmond, Texas.
So that's the background. But what is the range of products that you have on offer? Because as you say, people are now starting to see you, but tell me a little bit more about the range.
Yeah, so the product set is really they're bucks from 3 watt to 250 watt. And then they also have a 1,000 watt C-band product that was designed specifically for a large broadcaster in the Asia Pacific market. And they have taken that now into commercial use as well. And then transceivers and LNBs, Ka, Ku, and C-band LNBs as well now. So again, kind of that low to medium power RF side of the business. And a lot
So
of custom design work still. I don't want to leave that out. We do quite a bit of custom work for other companies that it's our technology within their product set.
well, I'm glad you mentioned that because I was going to ask you about innovation. What are the recent innovations that you're doing with these products?
Well, the best thing about this company that I really enjoy is that the products are really set on swap principles, size, weight, and power principles. So they're continuously trying to get into the smallest package, the smallest weight, and the lowest power consumption. And they've been very successful in doing some of this by, for instance, they'll use the same size dimensional box, for instance, for a 40 watt, a 50 watt, or a 60 watt KU band, for instance. We have the same size for a 200 and a 250 watt KU band buck, right? So some of the things that they do are on swap principles. The company has also been very successful and they do the tuning, which for most RF companies is a manual tuning service. They actually have automated that process, which has allowed them to increase the time to market. Some of the things out there right now on delivery times, but this has really helped to increase the time to market to deliver product. And it also allows for very smart bucks, a very good MNC, powerful MNC. And then also there is a secret sauce in there where most people, when they're talking about GaN products, you're still talking about 3 dB down for PLIN and for the wattage and the power. In our case, we go 1 dB down. So you always are getting that extra two. We were approached by SES for their mPower O3B network a number of years ago, did a competitive bake-off against others, including an incumbent. And we were able to come in, and I believe the spec for the 40 watt Ka band at the time was 44 dBm. We were able to come in at 46 dBm. They asked if we could contract at that, and we have, and that is what we deliver. At the same time, they came back and said, hey, we want an 80 watt unit. Well, we were able to go and put together the 80 watt unit again in the same size dimensional package which is key because if you're an integrator, you know, when you go out, if you got to change, especially on a cruise ship or on an oil platform, if you have to change that integration point, it can be very painful. We're able to do it where you literally unscrew the four mounting poles and plop the new one in, and you have doubled your power there. But there's also things like we just listen to our customers, I think is really the key here. Another thing that we've done recently is you have fan modules, which are always a problem, especially in dusty desert type environments. And you have to send a whole buck back. Well, we've developed a way to change each of the fans. They're field replaceable fans. And it literally is just four little thumb screws, a clip, you put one in, the unit doesn't shut down, you continue to run with the other fan, you then change that one out, and the packet of fans has saved you a whole lot of hassle. So it's little things like that that we do. There is some other innovation that I can't really get that in depth with, but it really is about multi-orbit scenarios. So we have developed for a company a single product that allows you to do in this case, it was a 40-watt KU band with a 4-watt for KA band in the same package that, again, gives you that multi-orbit, multi-band capability.
Now, supply chain problems, people talk about them. It's affecting lead times. How's it affecting RevGo's performance?
We actually have been very fortunate. Again, go back to my original statement on the heritage of the company. They still are producing those KA band transceivers, and we're talking to the tunes. They produce millions of these. So we actually have very good relationships with the chip suppliers, and therefore what that has done is been able to give us a stock in-house. So when we're hearing from our competitors, directly from the competitors, not as customer testimonial about, oh my God, they're late in delivering, but from the competitors in this market that they have 16 to 25 watt, 16 to 25 week lead times on delivery. For the most part, we're 8 weeks and under. Now, some of our higher powered KA band, like the 80 and 160, we're at the 10 to 12 week time frame. But for the most part, we're able to get our products out in very good timing. And I can tell you, dealing with a lot of terminal integrators, we're no longer the long pole in their tent. It often is the modem or the actual reflector panels themselves that are taking much longer than our RF. So yeah, we do pretty well in that stead, and it's helped us gain traction. I just got an order the other day simply because we had a 200-watt buck that we had been using as a demo. We keep demo stock. We keep some supply always on our shelf. And I was able to get that to them literally within a couple of days, whereas other people were quoting them a 20-week lead time. So that's a big difference in being able to gain new customers and also to increase our brand image.
So, you know, it sounds like a great success story. So what vertical markets is RevGo gaining business? And why has RevGo had success in those particular areas?
Yeah, I think, well, the SES Empower scenario has certainly created a big buzz for us within the maritime industry, specifically the cruise industry. We've been very successful, and we work closely with antenna folks like Intellian and Cobham and AVL and others within that world. So the maritime mobile space has been very good for us. That's also dovetailed into some of the oil platform scenarios out there in the world, as well as the cellular market. So smaller scale, but we've done very well. We also have developed a 3-watt KA band transceiver that has been put into educational networks or enterprise networks by folks like iDirect and Hughes, right? So we're on their radar now with some of our products, which has really helped us. Our real customer set is to really target those system integrators, the terminal providers, the modem providers, who are the ones who are out there getting, you know, a lot of the business because of that modem technology. And we're being able to, in some cases, ride their coattails, and other side of it is that they're gaining business because of what we can deliver. One other side really goes to like disaster recovery, the small terminals, which somewhat feeds into some of the government side of business. But we have companies now that have, you know, a 1 meter or a 1.2 meter or 80 centimeter terminal for disaster recovery, or, you know, joint forces, or, you know, some of those elements that they utilize our 8, 16, and 30 watt bucks within those packages because they're so small. The other thing that we've been able to do is capture a lot of the low profile business. We've gotten very small. I mean, my phone, that's basically the size of an entire board for us in a lot of cases that are being fit into these low profile units.
It sounds very exciting. Thank you for talking to me about it.
Oh, thank you, Richard. We're very excited. We have some really good things going on here at RevGo from a technology development standpoint, and we've actually been increasing our footprint. We've put in an additional 16 test stations in Reston, Virginia, in our headquarters there, which is allowing us to, again, produce more product and move forward within the marketplace. So thank you very much for your time this morning.